Welcome back to Action 2 News at 6. More than 360 high schoolers and mentors from around the nation coming to Lambeau Field to do what? They're pitting robots against each other.
Okay, the goal here, of course, take home first place at the Vex Robotics competition, but also build valuable skills like teamwork through trial and error. Jamal James takes us to the Lambeau land of robots.
For Menasha High School senior Mark Cordova, working on robots has been a passion since he can remember.
Our organization at the school kind of helps anyone who's interested in engineering and hands-on, like learning, get into stuff like that. So I started in 8th grade working on robots and kind of just moved my way up through high school.
The objective of this competition is to score your colored cube inside either the top, bottom, or long goal. You can also score by parking your $1,800 robot inside this parking spot and automating it to complete tasks on its own. The winner takes home one of these 16 different awards, but it's not just about the competition or the robots.
What it is about teamwork, problem solving, learning to deal with failure. I taught for 34 years, and those things I can't write curriculum for a lot of that stuff. This is a great opportunity for them to learn those kind of skills, and those are skills that business and industry is screaming for kids to be able to have.
Things that Cordova feels he's taking away from this experience.
All the hands-on and experience coming with it helps a lot, especially for college and future jobs and stuff. It gives you a lot of experience that you can use in the real world.
2, 1, time has expired.
Cordova and his team hope to win a bunch of matches, walk away with the trophy, and place high enough to make it to the World Championship at St. Louis in April. In Green Bay, Jamal James, Action 2 News.